Hello and welcome to the Every Other Saturday podcast YouTube channel for instant match reaction to Rangers 3, St Mirren 0, in which is probably the most important weekend in a Rangers fan's life at the moment. Obviously, that all lies on tomorrow's result to see if we get it over the line, but we've done our part. 3 points gained, decent team performance into the bargain as well, and so we've done our part. We'll be watching closely at the game tomorrow to see what happens. But before we get into talking about the game, if you could like, subscribe, and follow the socials will be on the screen, that'd be much appreciated. There'll be a lot of exuberance, should I say, over on the socials. So stay tuned to there. So everybody knew how big the day's game was. It was all about the result, but obviously the fans commencing at the stadium in their numbers before the game, greeting the team to the bus. They didn't really need any motivation to go and get the points. That was the motivation right there for them.
100%, mate. That was wow, mate. But what scenes at Ibrox, by the way. I know what everyone's already going to say. Do you know what I mean? With the whole COVID, this and all this and that. Listen, I watched Liverpool and I watched Leeds and all that last season when they won Hangway. Do what they did. We've been waiting for so long just to win this, mate. Do you know what I mean? Those scenes, mate, regardless of who was winning the title this season, you're still going to have that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? But just the scenes, mate, and then the video in Gerrard and the car, mate, you say, mate. Honestly, yeah, emotional, man.
Aye, it has. It's been leading all up to this sort of time period in the season. We've went through a lot, but it seems like we're back. We are the premier team in Scottish football at the moment, and hopefully for the future. And I can't be more proud of the team, the fans, just for sticking by it, and the staff, Stephen Gerrard, Dave King, appointing them, just everybody involved with this full rebuild since we've come back up. Just thank you for giving us our club back, man. And it's on it. You do get emotional, obviously, seeing those scenes outside the stadium and that, and just at the end of the game there, the players running up to the gates with the fans outside celebrating and stuff like that. Is you just wish it was a normal year so you could go and celebrate. But it wasn't to be, but there'll still be people out in their numbers, so we'll see what happens with that. But going into the game, there was one change, that being Hadji for Arfield for the Livingston game. Did you have any complaints about the starting 11 at all?
No, mate, not one bit, to be honest. Nah, no one problem.
Aye, it's pretty much the team I was going to go with. I thought Balogun might be the came back in, keep a lander for Europe, but it was vice versa. With that one I picked for the Twitter, and we go into it, I felt like this game was going to be, we're just going to rattle St Mirren, just after the scenes and having the day. It felt like a pure cup final or something like that to me. I felt we were going to rattle St Mirren, and we got off to quite a good start. I felt it took us about 10 minutes to really get into the rhythm of things, and then Ryan Kent does what Ryan Kent does at the moment, just sublime finish, great pass for Kamara, takes it into him, turns the defender that quick, and it's in the back of the net before you know it. Great strike, and you could see again how much that meant to the team to get that goal to go in front as well.
No, you could, mate. Listen, just think everyone's just so proud and happy, as you've said, mate, of the team and what's happened. That goal there, big players step up, mate, and Ryan Kent and Morelos, the boys, they all stepped up today, mate. Do you know what I mean? What a goal to say. Sensational for Ryan today. Do you know what I mean? No, mate, it's just, I can't actually believe what's happening right now, mate, to be honest with you.
Honestly, it's just, we've obviously been building up to it all season, but it just seems surreal that it's actually happening in front of your eyes now. We just need to take every moment of it in and keep it for the memories in the future, because this is going to be a really special time coming up for the club and us. So, Ryan Kent, the day I thought was great. Just caused them all sorts of problems. Was really sharp on the ball. Could have had another one later on in the second half. But he was really good today, Ryan Kent, for me. And then the game kicks off and Morelos is up the other side of the park. Great pass for Kamara through to him, and then just quite a tight angle. I thought he just gets enough power on it to steer it beyond Anik off the post into the goal. And Morelos is just in the form of his life at the moment.
Aye, his shot was kind of similar to the one against Livingston that he missed, but it was obviously a lot more low down. But for me, what a lovely goal, mate. Lovely finish, do you know what I mean? And lovely celebration and all. Alfredo.
Aye, Morelos just unbelievable. He's unplayable at the moment. Going back as early as the start of February and stuff, he was just, you could see him coming onto a game at a time. And aye, Morelos, hats off to the guy. Probably the most important player in the team, even when he hasn't been scoring. But he's clear to see he's just a class above everybody, man. He's just such a great talent. Hopefully we have him for another season, but it's going to be really hard to keep a hold of him. But aye, after that second goal, I felt like we were going to then, as I said, just go on, get more and more. But the game sort of tailed off a bit, and dropped off. I felt we were maybe going to go for about 5 or 6 a day, but it wasn't to be in the end score line. But the first half, after the first 2 goals, sort of kept possession of the ball. Never really had anything clear cut up until the whistle blew for half time. Personally,
No, I don't know, mate. I just thought second half did go a wee bit flat. Just more focused on the pigeons. Obviously, when the game went, I was just thinking myself, really are again. The pigeons are back. Can we get them a sponsorship deal? Do you know what I mean? Like, they're back. No, didn't know what happened first half. I didn't until obviously game kicked off again. I missed Hadji's goal, mate. My hand went completely.
No, I was actually going to go on it. Rangers TV was really poor the day. It was buffering all through like the half time analysis, and then it came back on. I seen Aribo was at the fucking running up the left hand side of the park, and I'm like, oh, don't let me miss a goal here. I could only hear the commentary, and it was like, oh, Hadji, it's a goal. I'm like, fuck's sake. Ended up seeing it in a replay. It was a great goal. Aribo played it to Ryan Kent, if I remember, and then he slides it to Hadji. Hadji composes himself and finishes it really well, and that's a goal for each of your front three the day. So it's a really good thing to have your front three all firing. And Hadji, again, just he's never looked back since that Motherwell game when he came on off the bench, did he? He's just unbelievable.
Maybe I think he was a bit unlucky and also with that yellow card there. That boy went down like he got shot. Do you know, like it was a sniper shot. There is contact there, but not enough for him to get down like he gets, do you know what I mean, sniper on the other side of the building. I agree with Hadji's just been sensational ever since then, do you know what I mean? Really stepped up his game. And he's, you know what I mean, proving that he's one of the top men in the team, which is lovely to see. And for me today, I know we'll talk about it, Hingley, but see today, I honestly I would say Ryan Kent was man of the match, maybe Ryan Kent or Glenn Kamara for me, mate. I thought the two of them were fantastic today.
Aye, I can echo your thoughts there. I thought Ryan Kent today, before we get to it, as my man of the match as well. I thought he was outstanding. Glenn Kamara similarly, just distributing the ball well, breaking up play, just pushing forward, can do everything in the middle of the park. He's just an absolute machine. Aribo similar, just he always wants the ball, can never get the ball off him. He's always asking for the ball. I thought the two of them in the middle of the park, as well as Stephen Davis today, had an absolutely great game. Davis just has never put a foot wrong. And I'm just so happy the way the team is now.
That's down to us at the start of the season when we were talking about him, honestly.
No, we don't need to talk about that. We don't need to talk about that. But second half was similar to the first. Really sort of tailed off a bit. Seemed like they were happy with the 3 goals. That secures the 3 points. Kent nearly added a 4th. If you remember that one with Anik, it just sort of went straight down the middle of the goal. McGregor had the save to make, which was a really good save actually. I can't remember who it was for St Mirren team, but good save for McGregor. And then the moment we've been waiting for, the full season. If anybody listens to the podcast on Spotify, you'll hear the wee advert at the start of it. Greg Stewart enthusiasm, and there was a lot of that when he came on the 3rd minute of the day, and I could tell you were absolutely buzzing with that one.
I was, mate. He finally got his chance. I hope he continues to get his chance. Came on, he played a decent game. Was unlucky not to get the assist for the 4. I was unlucky that one.
Let me tell you something. He came on. He looked positive. He looks really healthy at the moment. Greg Stewart. He obviously not played a lot of football, but he really looks in good shape. Came on. He was sharp. A couple of balls into the box for the 4. Nearly probably could have get him a hat trick in another day with the pass he was flinging into him. So great performance for Greg Stewart.
Listen, Greg Stewart is living the life, and he gets to watch Rangers. He gets to train with the team, and then comes on and puts a performance in. Do you know what I mean?
But you've got to just give your hat off to Greg Stewart's attitude with the whole thing. He's not played much football this season, but you've not heard any grievances about it or that. So Greg Stewart, it was nice to see him come on. Personally, for us, for the podcast, it was great to see gets his first leagues. Morelos is on the telly giving an interview. No way. Oh, I need to go back and watch that now. No way. Mid video, Morelos is on. But that was pretty much the game. We get our goals early. We get added one early in the second half. Didn't really have many other chances. And we saw Greg Stewart, so it's a happy day at the office. 3 points. We need 1 point now, and that's it.
1 point, mate, that's all it is. But listen, it's good to do the business against teams that took the points off us. Do you know what I mean? As I said to you, it's just about getting over the line now. Do you know what I mean? As Gerard's been saying, I know you want to hear Morelos. I want to hear it.
I'm just showing him. I'm like,
no, I understand, mate. But no, listen, I can't believe it, mate. I can't actually believe you're about to win this thing, man. Honestly, I can't. I don't know, mate. I feel
it's just been a long time coming. Honestly, it feels like years. Well, obviously, it was years ago. It just feels like a lifetime ago, where I was sitting in Ibrox watching Kyle Hutton and Ian Black in the middle of the park getting beat off Cowden Beath and all that kind of thing. It's just been a long time coming. It's been a massive rebuild to get us back where we belong. And this time was little here.
Being ex-players, mate, Kyle Lafferty and Andy Halliday both getting goals a day.
I did see that. Lafferty got a couple, I think. I don't know what the final score was. He scored another one, but for Kelly. And Andy Halliday, staunch day all round for everybody involved. But our man of the match today is Ryan Kent. As we said, just great today. Taking his game onto a new level every week, but it looks. And we'll keep our eyes on the Celtic game tomorrow to see what happens. But if not, we move on to Slavia Prague. So we've got a. If we win the league tomorrow. If we win the league tomorrow, we've got massive games coming up.
That's what I'm on about. This is what I'm saying. Look, listen, see, for us as fans, it's party time, but for them as players, still business to be done. Do you know what I mean? Let's go for it. Let's go for it in Europe. Do you know what I mean? And then obviously we've got the form coming up, which is batter them, please. Just make my life so much more better. Do you know what I mean? But no, listen, it's as I've said, mate. Party time for the fans, for the players. Have a broski. After that, lads, let's get the business done. I'm honest, mate. I want Europe. I want to win it. I honestly want to win Europe.
I'm the exact same. I think every Rangers fan's the same. Who can stop us at the moment? Some of the football we witnessed today was unreal at times. The players we've got all the tools there to actually have a really good, solid Europa League run with the league literally in touching distance now. So we'll look forward to that one. We'll talk about it more in depth when we preview it on the podcast on Tuesday. We don't know how emotional that podcast will get on Tuesday, depending on what happens tomorrow. But it's been a great day all round. Rangers win, fans are happy, and the league is nearly in sight. 55 is here. So that's all I've got to say today. Have you got anything else to add?
No, mate. I'm stunned. But let's do the business, mate. I honestly look forward to the podcast on Tuesday. We'll be, as we said, keep a close eye on Celtic and Dundee. But let's go and hear that Morelos interview, mate. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear what the man has to say.
Let's see what wee Alfie's got to say about it. But if you enjoyed this reaction, it's been a bit everywhere. But if you enjoyed it, give us a like, a subscribe. And subscribe to the socials as well. It'll be on the screen, and we'll see you for that podcast on Tuesday. Hopefully, in good spirits if we win the league. If not, we'll be previewing the Slavia Prague away game for the Thursday. So, cheers for watching. We'll see you then.